Welcome to Mariners Fan Central.
Esteemed Mariners fan, you who breathe the passion for Seattle and follow every play of our team, welcome to your most reliable and passionate news channel about the M's. Before we dive into what truly matters, the detailed analysis of the Mariners' playoff debut, I need to make a direct and professional plea. Subscribe now to the channel. This is your exclusive hub, the meeting point for the Mariners faithful for news that not only informs but brings the inside perspective and the critical analysis you deserve. Here, the speed of information unites with the depth of analysis. Don't fall behind, click the subscribe button, and turn on notifications. This is the best way to ensure you receive fast updates and the most in-depth analyses about the future and present of our team, straight from the most reliable source. My friends, M's fans, the stage was set. The first game of the American League Division Series, ALDS, against the Detroit Tigers, was the culmination of a spectacular campaign, crowned with the AL West title, the first since 2001. The expectation was immense, and as expected, the drama of the postseason quickly appeared. The result, a tight 3-2 loss in extra innings, hurts of course, but there is a moment of pure brilliance that needs to be dissected with the attention of a Jon Heyman and the passion of a fan. The game, until the bottom of the fourth inning, was a tense pitcher's duel. George Kirby, our starter, showed why he is a fundamental piece of our future, locking into an intense battle with Detroit's Troy Melton. Scoreless, the palpable tension hanging over T-Mobile Park. But then, Julio Rodriguez, the heart and soul of this team, stepped up to the plate. What followed was not just a hit, it was a declaration of strength. Rodriguez connected with a four-seam fastball at an impressive 97 cm/h, 156 km/h, sending it 413 feet, 126 meters, to center field. An explosion that not only broke the ice but ignited the Mariners crowd. It was his first career postseason home run, a milestone that, according to detailed data from Talkin' Baseball, solidifies his presence as a player made for the big moments. This powerful hit gave the Mariners a crucial 1-0 lead and, more importantly, validated the investment and faith we placed in this young star. To understand the magnitude of this home run, we need to look at the context of the 2025 season. Rodriguez is not just a good player, he is a historical phenomenon. He became the first player in MLB history to record 20 home runs and 20 stolen bases in each of his first 4 seasons in the league. This is a statistic that speaks for itself about his consistency and his multi-dimensional impact on the game. But he raised the bar even higher. He joined the prestigious 30-30 club for the second time in his career, finishing the campaign with 32 home runs and 30 stolen bases. These numbers are not mere data points. They are the foundation of our offense, the anchor of a team that finally surpassed the Houston Astros and returned to divisional dominance. Previously, in his playoff debut in 2022, Rodriguez had posted a performance of 2-7, 3-5-5-7, 435, with 3 doubles and 1 triple in 5 games, but no home runs. The evolution is remarkable. This home run against the Tigers is not just a point on the scoreboard. It is proof that he has matured under the pressure of the postseason, an encouraging sign that our star is ready to be the engine of our October ambition. Unfortunately, the joy of the Mariners faithful was tested in the 5th inning when the Tigers responded to Kirby, scoring 2 runs with a home run from Kerry Carpenter, taking a 2-1 lead. But here is what differentiates a great player. Julio Rodriguez was undeterred. In the 6th inning, he stepped up to the plate again, and, surgically with an RBI single, forced pitcher Rafael Montero out of the game, tying the score. This capacity for immediate response from J-Rod, his clutch performance, is what makes the difference in tight series like the ALDS. He doesn't just drive in runs, he changes the momentum of the game. The front office acted strategically at the trade deadline, bringing in heavy hitters like Eugenio Suarez and Josh Naylor to aid the playoff push. These additions were undoubtedly crucial for winning the division. However, even with the extra firepower, the final blow came in extra innings, with the painful 3-2 loss. Game 1 is a cruel reminder that every detail counts in the postseason. Julio Rodriguez's performance was an undeniable highlight in a somber defeat. His leadership and power are stronger than ever, and it is in them that the Mariners faithful must place their hope. Analyzing coldly like a professional with the inside scoop shows us that confidence in J-Rod is the basis for the comeback. Continuing our in-depth and confidential analysis of ALDS Game 1, Mariners faithful, it is essential that we look at the loss not with despair, but with the clinical eye of those who understand baseball and strategic moves. The 3-2 extra inning loss against the Tigers was a reality check, a bitter reminder that the playoffs are a war of attrition. However, the way we lost, and, more importantly, the historic performance of Julio Rodriguez, provides us with valuable insights into what the team needs to adjust immediately. The pitchers' duel, as I mentioned, was intense. George Kirby showed flashes of brilliance, but Kerry Carpenter's home run in the 5th inning was the momentary turning point. In October baseball, a single location error, a single poorly placed pitch, can define a game's fate. The strategy of starting Kirby in Game 1, targeting his velocity and control, was sound. But the bullpen, which should be a bulwark, suffered the final setback in extra innings. The main trend this loss underscores is the over-reliance of the offense on Julio Rodriguez. Yes, he delivered a home run and a tying RBI, an MVP-level performance in a playoff game. But the rest of the lineup needs to complement this production. The addition of Eugenio Suarez and Josh Naylor at the trade deadline was a masterstroke by our front office, providing the necessary depth for the AL West title. Suarez brought consistent power, and Naylor, a contact and power hitter, raised the average. However, in low-scoring games, the opponent's focus on neutralizing J-Rod intensifies. The Tigers would not allow Rodriguez to beat them alone, and in fact, he didn't. The strategic lesson is clear. We need multifaceted contributions. Players in the middle of the order, including the newcomers, need to capitalize on the opportunities created. When J-Rod is on base, the responsibility to drive him in is collective. What we saw was a lack of offensive execution in crucial moments that translated into the narrow defeat. This is the kind of detail that separates champions from contenders. It is imperative that the M's fans remember the bigger picture. We won the AL West with a campaign of resilience, overtaking a dominant team like the Houston Astros. Julio Rodriguez's season, 32 HR 30 SB, is not just statistically impressive. It redefined the ceiling of expectations for our franchise. He is the cornerstone that will allow us to compete for years. Reaching the playoffs as the second seed in the league was no accident, but the result of strategic planning that began with developing talent like J-Rod and the tactical acquisition of impactful veterans. The move at the trade deadline, bringing in established hitters, was aimed precisely at solidity in playoff games. However, adapting to this level of pressure requires more than talent. It requires composure and rapid adjustments. The Game 1 loss does not negate the value of these additions, but it amplifies the need for them to perform at the peak of their ability now. In summary, M's fans, Julio Rodriguez's first postseason home run was an iconic moment, a confirmation that he is the elite player we need to win. It was the spark that ignited hope and gave us the first lead on the scoreboard. However, the extra inning 3-2 loss serves as a severe warning about the necessary depth in the offense and the impeccable execution required in October. The team has the talent. Game 1 showed that Julio Rodriguez is ready to lead the offense. The question now is the rest of the lineup ready to match the pace? What do you, Mariners faithful, think about the offensive strategy after J-Rod's clutch performance? Do you believe the lineup has the ability to overcome the focused marking on our star? What immediate adjustment would you make for Game 2? Don't miss a second of the coverage. Like this video, comment your opinions, and subscribe to the channel to continue receiving the continuous, serious, and passionate coverage you only find here. The road is long, but with Julio Rodriguez roaring and the Mariners faithful supporting, our destiny is still in our hands. Let's go together. Go M's!